Gonna be changing the starter on this Jeep, but let's just go over what's going on. Jeep, I give my mom, she gave me a phone call, said the starter was not starting, and I actually told her how to do this over the phone. These WJs actually have a couple common issues we'll go over of why the starter don't work. Number one, I would say, is a park neutral switch, which I've got it bypassed on this one. And then they also have a common problem with the ignition switch not going all the way to the start, usually on 0304. And they have a common problem with the little prongs that stick in the ignition switch. They'll break off and not be going all the way forward to the actual start position. So before you go buying an expensive starter, check that. And this is what's crazy. I showed her how to do this over the phone. I said, do you got anything like a metal? She found a paper clip. So go ahead and turn the key on. Again, make sure it's in park. And before I forget to say, check your connections. Sometimes if the wire actually wiggles inside of there, that could be the big wire that goes that way, goes down to the starter, and it could be clicking but not actually have electricity to turn the motor over. But you can see I've got just this little wire shoved off in the relay for the starter, and that grounds the park neutral switch, which makes it think that it's in park. It's kind of a dangerous thing, but if you know what you're doing, be careful there. So I'm gonna pull this relay out, and you can see that's where I've got it grounded. And before I forget to show you, you can see that starter looks like the original one. So like I told her, flip it over. The two big terminals right there, not the three little ones, the two big ones. Just want to take this paper clip, see if we can get down in there. Wire works better, obviously. Yep. Won't shock you. Now I'm just going to shove this back off in there. If you do that and it does not do anything, number one, probably need a starter, but you may start with a connection. So let's get it on lift. I'll show you how to change it. First off, just very simply, usually a pair of pliers get this done, undo the negative. Always lay a rag, make sure it doesn't move around there, and always do the negative. Real common on these Jeeps, when you make an arc connection, it'll fry something in the computer, so be sure to do it on the ground side. Floor jack works just fine for this. It's not hard to change, it's relatively easy. This one happens to be the model that has this little brace right here. Kind of pointless, but all I'm gonna do is loosen this 18mm. This starter bolt here and that brace up there is a 9/16. You can use hand tools, I'm gonna use power tools. Wound up using a 9/16 wiggle. Got that bolt off. Now I'm just going to loosen this 18mm nut. Now this bracket should come down and just hang out of the way. Go ahead and take the bottom bolt off, 9/16. There you go. Gonna lay it up here. So next, if you look back in there, the little wire has a quick connect, and if you're good at them, they're not hard, but I highly recommend doing it this way. So I've got an impact gun with a 15mm wiggle. Bottom bolt is standard thread, top bolt is metric thread. Now I'm just going to take the top bolt out, grab the wrong socket. Hold the starter. You could probably leave that bolt in the hole or take it out. So now I've got it hanging by the wires. I wouldn't just sit here and pull and try to break it, but it's just fun. Roll it around till you can see right here there's a little Phillips head or 8mm. That's how I would recommend taking it off if you're not familiar with these connectors. Got 8mm, gonna zip it off there. So now we need to undo the big wire. We'll just roll it around until we find a sweet spot and undo it. If you're like me, you need a hand, you can just let it hang. That is not gonna hurt the wires. If it was a bigger starter, I would say it would, but this one does not weigh enough to hurt anything in a factory setup. So now when you take it off, note the orientation of where the wire was pointing, and that is a original starter. Now that I've got the starter out of the way, I can show you this connector. You can see it's got a little red lock right there. What you're gonna have to do is either get right in here and pull it back. I always try to come right in here and find a sweet spot to push it back. That's when I say these are just really aggravating. Make sure it's all the way, and then usually you might have to push in and squeeze, wiggle, it'll come apart. So the used starter I went and grabbed already had that on there, so we're just gonna leave it on there, plug it in. Going back together should be a little easier. Have the big nut ready, find your red wire. Remember the orientation that it come off of it. Stick it on there. Just go ahead and start that nut. Not too concerned with the little one at the moment. Go ahead and get the big wire tight. Sounds and looks good. Now I left the bolt up there, so I'm just going to stick it up there, trying to find a sweet spot. Start this one with your finger. Just get it started. And I'm going to get the bottom bolt and go ahead and put it in there so it'll stay right in place. I always try to tighten the top bolt first. It just seems to keep it in place. Now we can tighten the bottom bolt. 9/16. Now that we've got the little plug up there, we'll just reach around. You can feel around, there's a little nub sticking up to hang the connector. That'll line up with the squeezy part. And again, I don't like using these because this one doesn't seem to squeeze together. But if the lock pushes back together after you've squeezed it, it should be in there good. Now I'll raise my brace back up, put the bolt back in it. Give it a snug. Now we'll snug the 18mm back down. Should be good, as long as it's a good starter. So now we're going to hook the ground back up. Make sure everything don't arc out. Tighten it back up with our pliers. Should be good. And if you notice, we use grease. As long as there's grease covering it, it can't get oxygen to corrode, would be, I guess, the word. Make sure the used starter works. Battery sounds a little weak, but the starter does work. So I did use impacts, but you can see 13, 8mm, and then 15mm, and then 9/16, and then 18 pair of pliers, screwdriver. You could use more basic tools, but I use what I got. Hope this helped. Any other ideas? I do this daily. Just let me know. I'll get you took care of. Have a good day. Gonna be changing the starter on this Jeep, but let's just go over what's going on. Have a good day.